Start the game already!
Hello everyone and welcome to a new series on the channel, Retro Reflection. Here I will discuss the classic video games from my childhood as well as some older ones that I've recently discovered. Today's reflection is Age of Empires 2. Age of Empires 2 is the classic real-time strategy game by Ensemble Studios. As the grandfather of many modern RTS games, it and its predecessor were the instigators of many common tropes that we see in the genre today. Despite being originally released in 1999 and its remaster not really changing that much, it has stood the test of time very well, and through the course of this video I will explain how. Graphically, the game holds up exceptionally well. Despite the classic 2D sprite on a 3D map design that was a staple of the genre in the 90s, the use of shading and excellent art design of the unit and building sprites works very well to create a realistic experience. In many ways, the designs of the century into the franchise are superior to those of Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 3, both of which utilized a full 3D engine. At least in my opinion. Age of Empires 2 HD Edition is the game's modern day remaster, in quotations, because it doesn't really remaster anything. Graphically, all this version of the game does is upgrade a handful of visual features to operate on higher resolution monitors. Quite remarkable that with so few changes it still holds up so well. Despite its age, the game holds up exceedingly well with its gameplay as well. In Skirmish alone, there are dozens of different map designs, each with several thousand variations based on a seed system that essentially guarantees that no game will be identical. Each map demands different playstyles, which adds additional variety to the gameplay. There are currently 35 playable civilizations in the game, with 18 of these coming with the HD edition and 17 coming as part of expansion packs. Each civilization has its own particular benefits and skills, as well as an individual aesthetic that wildly vary the gameplay. In addition to this, the game features a campaign mode sporting dozens of different stories from throughout history, including William Wallace, Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan, and so many others. Additional playability is given to the game with multiplayer, as it features a fully Steam-compatible multiplayer system. Age of Empires 2 has faced issues in the past with its servers being unreliable, but of recent this seems to have been fixed. Aside from these issues, the multiplayer works very well and can provide some challenging matches. Finally, HD Edition adds Steam Workshop compatibility to the game, which means mods, retextures, and maps, all designed by the community for additional playability. In regards to the sound, there is practically nothing changed from the original game. The music is as beautiful as it ever was, and the new sounds and music that have been added in the more recent expansions fit in with the general style of the old stuff very well. Voice lines of units are all clearly recorded and decently varied. The taunts from the original game are all present, and with Steam Workshop support there are also new taunts that can be added. Overall, there isn't much to say about sound, but it does work well, and that's all it needs to do, really. This game holds a special place for me, as I played it for hundreds of hours as a kid, and to come back years later, play it again, and find it's just as good as I remember it, is quite special. I very much enjoy this game, and so I could say that my personal enjoyment would be very high. The HD edition is now on Steam for $19.99 USD, with each expansion being $9.99 USD. In my mind, a fair price for a game such as this. The overall score for this one is a very solid 4 out of 5. Though the graphics are slightly dated, they are nevertheless beautiful to look at, and the sheer amount of gameplay hours to be had here absolutely justifies the price point. This has been Retro Reflection number 1. Thanks for watching.